All right, here we are, our approximately 305 square foot floating cabin for sale. We're here on the beautiful fresh waters of Norris Lake, Tennessee. We're standing in kind of the front corner of this one to give you a little bit of perspective of what it is. We're going to have some great photographs of this one over at our website. If you have not visited our website there yet, that's where you're going to find the most up-to-date and current information about all of our listings. We do keep our website up to date, so any changes to the status of our listings, our website's going to be the best place to find those. Our YouTube videos are posted for reference, and there's going to be a link from our website over to the video for all of the listings that we have offered for sale. If you're at YouTube, we do have two playlists at our YouTube channel. You can get to that by going to youtube.com/yournewboat. We're going to have one playlist is going to be all of our current listings, and the other playlist is going to be for sold boat models. We leave those up to provide helpful information about other people that are maybe looking at a similar model boat. And once a listing does become sold, the video will be pulled out of the current listings playlist and posted into the sold boat playlist. So, but again, most up-to-date information is all going to be on our website. Now, for your convenience, we will have a direct link to this one down in the video description that will take you right to the listing page for this one at our website. So that's where you're going to see the more detailed write-up as far as the specifications, features, options, current asking price, as well as all of our contact information. Reach out to us via phone, text, or email. We do like to remind you, if you call us on the phone, get our voicemail. Keep in mind, in our area, we do cover all of 850 miles of our beautiful shoreline here on Norris Lake, and we even go a little bit beyond Norris Lake at a few other lakes and rivers in the East Tennessee area. So keep in mind, we do cover a wide area in which we do list our inventory. So if you do get our voicemail and you would like a return phone call, please leave us a detailed message. Let us know which listing you're looking at, what questions you have. As soon as we either finish with the client or return to sales service area, we'll receive your message, return your call, and answer all those questions for you. And of course, also, if you send us an email through our website, do be watching for that reply. Generally, most replies are going to come back to you within a matter of a couple hours, assuming it's during our business hours. But if it's been more than one business day you have not gotten a reply, please check your spam folder. For some reason, a high rate of our replies do end up in our customers' spam folder. So, all right, so let's move along here with this one. Again, this one is a roughly 305 square foot floating cabin. The interior dimensions of this is about a 13 feet 11 inch by 21 feet 10.5 inches. That comes to right at about 305 square feet of interior cabin space. The exterior dimensions are actually about 1411 by 22 feet 8 inches, and this is constructed on a 21 foot 10 inch wide by 29 feet monolithic frame. And on the rear part of the cabin, which is going to be about the center of the frame right now, there is a small covered patio right there that is covering it. It's actually an attached dock separate from the monolithic frame. You got about 225 square feet of an attached dock back there. Measures in about 10 feet by 22.5 feet wide on the rear section of the cabin. So anyone familiar with TVA regulations, this one does, as it sits right now, it does require the flotation being replaced. This has the old styrofoam flotation under the cabin and the attached dock, and that does need to be replaced with fully encapsulated flotation. The deadline to have that done is the year 2031, so you do have some time to do that. Now, this one would make a good candidate for an expansion on the monolithic frame, because your attached dock is under the 400 square feet cap. So you could actually expand on this monolithic frame. You still have to allow a certain amount of square footage as a boarding platform wherever your main entry and exit's going to be. And then you could also apply to expand your rear attached dock slightly. You can go up to 400 square feet there, or you can leave it as is right now, and you should have enough footprint to add a PWC port or something of that nature if anybody was interested. So if you do have questions about any of the TVA regulations, we do have a frequently asked question page at our website. And we've also got links over to the TVA website as well, where you're going to find some information on the regulations as well. There are several new requirements with different deadlines to have those requirements met by. So moving along with our video tour here, we just stepped inside. This is older construction, but that is actually a dual pane sliding door, aluminum frame. We got aluminum frame windows. Windows here are single pane. And I believe we've got about R11 insulation in our ceiling. Not quite sure on our cabin exterior walls. Now, this is kind of one large open area right now. Showing you our galley area right now would be the nautical term for that. Kitchen area as your residential term, but we do have a small Kenmore toaster oven. This is a gas. Oh, what's the brand on this one? Oh, it's in there slightly. Can't quite make it out. That is a gas 4-burner oven range. Hamilton Beach microwave. We've got a small double stainless sink, Mr. Coffee maker, and a 2-slice toaster. Do have a drop ceiling overhead here, and then across from your galley kitchen we do have a small, this is an electric Gibson about 15 cubic foot electric refrigerator freezer. Got a pair of sitting chairs in here, one recliner. And then again, we do have this open layout. That is a 8,000 BTU window air conditioning unit. And that is about a twin size bed. Directly across from there, we've got a queen size bed. So giving you another look here in the interior, we try to give you the full 360 degree tour without making you nauseous. And it's kind of hard to get a little bit of perspective on this one in our video tour of the exterior. But if you do follow that link or copy and paste that link that's down in the video description and make it over our website, we'll have some aerial photographs of this one. It's going to give you a good idea for both for the footprint you're working with, where it's located in the Marina Harbor and things like that. So here in our bathroom, we've got a small vanity sink, built-in medicine cabinet. This is a marine head, and then we've got a small shower stall. Got some linoleum flooring back here in the bathroom, carpeting in the main cabin. And let's go ahead and head on out. We're going to exit through the bathroom here. And this puts us onto the rear porch. This is actually the attached dock section of the cabin. I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to step back around the corner here. So see, we've got some hinges here where this is actually connected. So that makes where I'm standing right now, that makes it part of the monolithic frame. And this is going to be your attached dock. So again, this was about a 10 by 22.5 foot, so 225 square feet attached dock with a metal roof over top. So this is all fully covered. Now there have been some upgrades to this one very recently. They've actually added a 300-gallon waste holding tank. This was an upgrade from what this was originally equipped with, and it actually sits. This is actually the pump out port for it right here, and it's about a 6 foot by almost 4 feet, by about 20, I think about 21 inches deep waste holding tank. Now that size was expanded. This is a marine toilet on this one, or a marine head, so they use very little water per flush. This was actually expanded in order to meet the gray water requirement. Now there is no, well, officially right now the deadline for the gray water collection is October of 2024. TVA has said that timeline is getting extended, as that was a new regulation that was added in January of 2023. So that deadline is going to get extended, but the collection tank for your black water has been expanded. Now currently your gray water has not been ran to that yet. Again, we're not quite in the the time limit in which that has to be done. You've got at least until next October as it stands right now, but again, that is going to get extended. But that tank has been expanded upon, and simply only thing that's going to be left is running your sink. You're going to have 2 sink drains, 1 shower drain that are going to need to get routed and plumbed into this current waste holding tank. So right now it's collecting black water. Again, that's been expanded with the intentions to be able to also collect gray water. And that's, as it sits right now, it's about 300 gallon capacity. Do have a 20 gallon water heater here on the exterior, and then actually in this box right here, this little storage box, this actually houses our water maker system. So we've got a 1 horsepower lake water pump. This is going to pull the lake water up, and then it's going to distribute that through this filter here to get any solids, and then it's going through UV treatment light when those valves are all turned appropriately. Now this is pink right now because that is still antifreeze in there from over the winter. So when this is decommissioned, a filter will be added there. You'll rinse that line out for a little bit first, replace that UV bulb, and then you're going to be able to start making your own water here. So that's what's set up to plumb the cabin right now. Now we touched briefly on that that black and gray water tank. This is a common question that we get. So this cabin is moored within a Marina's harbor, and you do pay a mooring fee to be here in the harbor. You're actually leasing this space from the Marina. I believe this one, currently the fees for this one are around $3,200 a season or a year. That's on an annual contract. That does not include a boat slip, and it is important to note that the Marina does not offer any kind of a ferry service to get you out here. So now at this particular Marina, you're not required to keep a boat slip, but they do have some boat slips available, and I believe those start around $220 a month. So most people, depending on how you're using it, most people are going to want to keep a boat there in a slip. Pontoon boats make a great option for any floating cabin owner, especially when they are equipped with a 4-stroke outboard motor, making them reliable engines to be able to start up and essentially access this cabin any time of the year. Here in our area, this water does not freeze. So this can be used year-round. However, most people are going to be using these seasonally during the summer months, a little bit into the spring and fall seasons as well. So this is where our shore power does feed into the cabin. Again, this 100 amp service. It's coming into the cabin right now. Do have a shut off right there, and then your breaker panel is also accessible here on the exterior. And this would be your propane tank for that gas oven range. We've got about 41-inch wide walkways around either side of the cabin, and you can see our roof overhang goes a little bit farther than that. We do have a metal roof overhead, vinyl siding. Another walk around here on the exterior. We'll go back around this way. Now, in addition to your mooring fee, that is going to be not including any utility costs. So this one is connected shore power. That is metered. Everybody on Norris Lake, your electric is metered. When you have electric, it is going to be metered. Not aware of any marinas that are giving free power, and most of those are going to be set up on your own independent meter through local utility companies. So so your electric, you're going to pay for what you use. Waste pump outs are going to run you about I believe about $700 a season here for that waste holding tank and gray water tank. They're going to be pumping that out on every 2 weeks during the season. Now, if you're in a rental program, that does change things. At this particular marina, they do offer a rental management program, one of 2 rental management programs on the lake. So anybody that is wanting to rent it, you'll want to discuss that your options with the marina, and they do, for the rental units, they do require an additional pump out rate where they're going to pump every week as opposed to every 2 weeks. So that does come at a little bit higher cost. So we've touched on the gray water. There is going to be electrical inspection required. First inspection is done by the state. After that, your annual inspections can be done by most qualified electricians and does not have to be done by the state. This one has not had that done. The deadline for that is October of 2024 for the electrical inspection. And again, that flotation that we talked about earlier, this does have the styrofoam floats under it as it sits right now. You've gotten to the year 2031 to complete that phase of the regulation. So that's essentially kind of the rundown on what all is needed on this one. When you do meet all those requirements, both your flotation requirement, your electrical requirement, and the black and gray water requirement, then you are eligible to apply for your 26A permit. There is still a little bit of misinformation out there. The floating cabins no longer have to be removed from the lake in any set deadline in the future, as long as they meet the TVA requirements. And again, those dates are phased in. This cabin has been registered. That is step one. Once you're registered, you're in the inventory. As long as you meet the other requirements by the deadlines, then TVA cannot forcibly remove you from the reservoir. And that is according to a December 2016 federal law that was signed into law by Obama at the time. So try to give you a little bit more information on some of those floating cabin requirements, answer some of those frequently asked questions. And again, we do have a frequently asked question page for the floating cabins at our website. That's going to be in the boating tips and links section. Near the top of that, you're going to see floating cabin frequently asked questions. So try to answer a lot of those here in our video today, as well as kind of go over this listing. Again, this is the 305 square foot floating cabin. We've got the open floor plan with one bath and lake water pump, connected shore power, and a large enough holding tank to be able to handle both your black and gray water. So I believe that was about everything. We do have about 6 feet 8 inch worth of cabin headroom throughout this one, and yeah, I think that's about it. So let me do. Well, actually, we've kind of done a walk around or two of the exterior. Pontoon boat that you may be catching glimpses of in the corner of this video is not included with this one. That one may be going up for sale at a certain point, but is not included. Now, you will want to reach out to us to schedule a viewing of any of our inventory that you see at our website, again at www.yournewboat.com. Reach out to us to schedule that. We do require some advance notice to take a look at either our cabins or houseboats, and we've got many other things once you do make it to the website as well. And anytime one is moored out like this one right here, don't you worry about that. We can handle getting you to and from to take a look at the cabin in person. Or oftentimes folks will reach out to us when they have made their vacation plans to be in the area and want to take a look at a listing or two when they're in the area. Just try to reach out to us before you arrive to the area. Let us know what dates you'll be in the area and which listings you want to look at. And again, our website is kept up to date. And one more reminder, down in the video description of this video tour, you will find a direct link to the listing page for this 305 square foot floating cabin for sale, again here on the beautiful freshwaters Norris Lake, Tennessee. Again, this location is transferable, is currently connected to shore power, and I think that's going to wrap it up for us. So as this video concludes, you can see two things coming up over top of your screen. Top left hand corner is going to be a shortcut to go to our current listings playlist at our YouTube channel. Top right hand corner is going to be a shortcut to subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is a great way to get notified anytime new inventory comes available. So if you're not already a subscriber, we're happy to have you. Just click that subscribe link when it pops up top right hand corner of the video screen, and I thank you again for joining us.